You want to be in control of your life, and you want to be as free as possible. Hello to you, and today we're talking about a very simple subject matter, but one that a lot of people overlook in everyday life, and that is when something is dragging you down, when you feel like you have no longer the power to be able to go forth with your everyday activities, your everyday interactions with people, doing the things you're responsible for doing, things that you've taken on in your life like school, like work, things, obligations. Things are going to happen as roadblocks get in the way. Things happen. Things happen and they drag you down. And the dragging down is the accumulation. It might not just be one roadblock. It might be the steady roadblocks from one day to the next, over and over and over and over again. And as you grow, as you age, as you mature, you find out that a lot of those roadblocks start falling into categories of different things. One of those roadblocks might be this reoccurring injury that you seem to have. Another roadblock may be your health is not the best it could be. You may have a family member that is constantly coming into your life that's negative, that is dragging you down. You may have a friend with that same issue. You may have a job that's just not right for you at this particular moment in your life. Everybody thinks you should have the job, but ultimately in your heart, you know this job is making you not be the best person you can be. It's dragging you down. And what's important in life is that we understand and recognize that negative things in our lives does not necessarily mean we have to accept them because they reoccur all the time. A lot of people take those reoccurrences as it's just a part of my life and I can't do anything about it. And I completely disagree with that. There are people in my life that I've had to say goodbye to that were very, very hard for me to do that to. But I had to because they fell into the category of negative people who were dragging me down. They fell into the category of roadblocks, of negative people with negative energy, negative outlooks on life. Their situation's been pushed off on me and thus affecting my life and things that I want to do and holding me back. And it is very hard to get rid of things that are steady and a reoccurrence in your life every day for the majority of your life. I'm not saying that's easy. That is very hard. It takes a brave person to do it. And I consider myself brave on that aspect because it was hard to say goodbye to certain friends and certain family members and just say, you know what, I need to worry about me right now. That doesn't mean I'm not going to revisit them in the future and say, hey, I'm in a better place. Maybe, we can try this again down the line. If they're a good friend to you, they're a good family member, they'll understand where you're coming from, why you need to make that decision and why your focus is where it is at that time. You can only have so many things in your life that's super important, that is at the higher echelon of things that are important to you in your life. You can only have so many of those things before those things start to overwhelm you. It's too much. So one of the things you need to do is say, you know what, the things that are really important to me, I want to keep those things important. I don't want them falling down here because there's certain roadblocks that are making those important things fall down. So you need to get rid of the lower end. The stuff that's down here that you don't think about unless it happens to pop up in a negative way. You need to get rid of those things. If it's bad eating habits, you need to reassess your diet. Go to your doctor and figure out some ways of making you feel better throughout the day so it's not holding you down and weighing you down. If you have, certain things like people, a very simple thing that people don't realize, just having a car that doesn't run well, that's hard. What are you going to do about that? You have to put a plan in place to say, okay, I got to get a new car. No matter what it takes, this is my focus because this particular situation, this car is weighing me down. And some people just ride with it, because it's a vehicle. I'll just deal with it. And simple things like that can be worked on. They can be changed. It's difficult. I'm not saying that it's not. That's the biggest important lesson through this. You'll find out who you are the moment you make those decisions to step forward and say, I'm going to get rid of this negative thing in my life. You'll find out just having that thought in your brain will make you feel so much more free. The freedom instantly it's gratifying. It feels good. It warms your heart and gives you purpose. And you say, you know what? I know I'll be better without that junker car, without that horrible friend, without this job that is putting me down and not giving me the respect that I deserve. All of those things will make you feel so much better as soon as you commit to the idea that you legitimately want to change it. Anybody can talk about it and say it. But once you start putting the steps in motion to actually change it, you instantly start freeing yourself from situations that are negative and from people that are negative and from places that are negative that are holding you down like an overabundance of unneeded gravity that is just pushing you further and further down. You don't want that. You want to be in control of your life and you want to be as free as possible. It's not easy. You take one at a time. And that's what I did in my life. I got rid of one negative thing at a time. Because when you try to do all at once, it's too big of a change. And then you find out that you're going to fall back into patterns that comfort you. And you don't want that. You just want to take one step at a time. And as you free yourself, you start noticing things like you're much happier. You're sleeping better. You're communicating better with people that you should be communicating with better. You're committing more to your family. You're committing more to the things that are purposeful in your life. You are on this planet for a purpose. Everybody has a different purpose in life. And when you figure out yours and you figure out all this other stuff that you don't need, don't play a part in that purpose, you get rid of it. You purge yourself of anything that doesn't benefit your purpose, your lifestyle, your family, and things that are going to ultimately make you feel like you're the best version of yourself without feeling obligated to things that don't have that same obligation to you. They have negative energy, negative friends, negative places, all those things. Purge yourself of that, and I guarantee you, just putting that mental thought in your head, that mental nugget will start you on the path, and you'll instantly start feeling better because just recognizing that you have these problems. What are the problems? Just figuring those out is therapeutic. It'll put you on the right path. I hope that helps you. It's just a quick nugget. It's easy to say, but ultimately, every person has to do it for themselves. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be you, be genuine, but above all, be safe. See you next time.